Hi, I am Dr. Saisha Mistry, and I am a restorative and aesthetic dentist from Mumbai, India. My lecture for today is on smile designing, and I would like to start my lecture with a quote from Tolstoy. And I quote, "In my opinion, it is in the smile of a face that the essence of what we call beauty lies. If the smile heightens the charm of a face, then the face is a beautiful one. If the smile does not alter the face, then the face is an ordinary one. But if the smile spoils the face, then the face is an ugly one indeed." We, as aesthetic dentists and members of the AACD, wish to create beautiful smiles so as to heighten the charm of the faces of all our patients. Historically, the dental profession has been focused solely on the treatment of dental diseases. Treatments were planned to have an approach which started with the treatment of the biology, for example, caries and periodontal disease, and moved on to restorations of the dental structures to provide optimal function. Aesthetics was not the priority, and usually a byproduct of the treatment, so invariably ended up with a compromise. However, increasing public awareness on the benefits of a pleasing smile has made this approach out of sync with the demands of our patients. We saw a shift in people's desires as regards to the way they perceive their smiles, and as a result, dentistry. A pleasing smile was equated with increased self-worth and self-confidence. Surveys were done on the relationship of appearances with self-esteem, and they found that majority of people surveyed believed that their smiles were key to being confident and successful. Increasing number of people were ready to change their smiles. This increase in demand for beautiful and aesthetic smiles has resulted in a paradigm shift in the outlook of the profession. And dentistry has evolved and changed from a process of pure disease eradication to a holistic treatment which involves health, function, and beauty. This heightened requirement for more aesthetic dentistry enforced the profession to look at aesthetics in a more structured manner. It created the need for an evaluative process to objectively improve people's smiles. Thus came the development of an aesthetic analysis and the smile design. Smile design does not mean just designing teeth, but actually creating a smile which complements the patient's face and personality, and subsequently designing teeth which fit in with this overall plan. Regardless of how attractive the teeth appear, if they do not relate to the facial structure spatially, the result will be unaesthetic. Thus, a well-rounded aesthetic analysis starts with a detailed evaluation of the patient's face, which is then related to the smile and the teeth of that individual. A contemporary treatment plan is incomplete without an aesthetic analysis. Whether we're dealing with a small segment of teeth or a full arch rehabilitation, all require a final outcome that is aesthetically successful. In order to achieve this, we need to know not only the restorative and functional endpoint of the treatment, but also the aesthetic outcome before we start any treatment on our patient. As a result, an aesthetic analysis has become a critical evaluation. The aesthetic analysis, in fact, should be the starting point of an overall treatment plan and is the guide with which various disciplines of dentistry are brought together to ensure that the final result is aesthetic. So in this lecture, I will outline a systematic approach in the exact steps we use for conducting an aesthetic examination of our patients, a process which will enable you to identify all the data and characteristics you need to pick up from the patient in order to get the optimal treatment plan in an aesthetic format. I will then give you a recipe so that you can use all the data you have collected in a systematic format, step by step, so you can apply it to create predictable aesthetics every time.